A Primate's Memoir is a non-fiction book penned by Robert M. Sapolsky and published in 2002. In the book, Sapolsky shares his experience studying a group of baboons to investigate the impact of stress on life expectancy. While conducting this research in Africa, he undergoes a personal transformation, becoming more culturally aware. The narrative begins with Sapolsky reminiscing about his childhood fascination with African dioramas at museums and his dream of living within such an environment. At the age of 21, immediately after graduating from Harvard University, he realizes this dream by joining a baboon troop in East Africa. In his study, Sapolsky assigns Old Testament biblical names to the baboons he observes, including Solomon, Leah, Rachel, Aaron, Benjamin, and Isaac. To investigate chronic stress, he administers sedative darts daily to capture baboons, enabling him to collect blood samples and measure various biometric indicators. The baboons he studies are young adolescents, and Sapolsky finds numerous parallels between them and himself. As a young and inexperienced researcher in Africa, he discovers that he is ill-prepared for the challenges of living in a foreign wilderness. Initially, Sapolsky struggles with capturing the baboons, realizing the necessity of guarding them until they awaken to prevent attacks from other baboons. Over time, he becomes more adept with the dart gun, humorously comparing himself to the angel of death as his proficiency improves. The author also recounts his interactions with the Maasai tribe residing in the area. Initially frustrated by their perceived unreliability and deceit, Sapolsky gradually recognizes that his misunderstandings stem from his lack of cultural references and his application of his own standards to them. As Sapolsky's rapport with the local tribe improves, so does his proficiency with the dart gun. During the arrival of a group of affluent American tourists on a safari, Sapolsky finds amusement in witnessing the scams and deceptions that the locals subject them to. However, he holds little sympathy for those who make no effort to understand the environment they temporarily invade. Sapolsky explores Nairobi, Mombasa, and the captivating Ruwenzoris, also known as the Mountains of the Moon, which enchant him with their untouched natural beauty. During his visit, Sapolsky pays his respects at the grave of Dian Fossey, the renowned primatologist whose memoir, Gorillas in the Mist, was published posthumously. He fulfills another lifelong aspiration by encountering the mountain gorillas Fossey worked with. Overwhelmed by the experience, Sapolsky experiences an emotional response and expresses gratitude for individuals like Fossey who dedicate themselves to expanding our understanding of primates. Within his research team, Sapolsky observes his assistant, Samueli, constantly constructing huts at their campsite. Samueli, a frustrated architect, exhibits an obsessive compulsion to build. However, their huts are routinely consumed by elephants feasting on the local vegetation. Despite this setback, Sapolsky observes Samueli's resilience as he rebuilds the huts the following day. He notes the contrast between this behavior and the seemingly more logical actions of his beloved baboons, who have developed distinct personalities and often resemble unruly teenagers, providing him with ample amusement. Among the baboons, Sapolsky witnesses multiple power struggles between competing alpha males within the troop. However, despite these conflicts, the troop overall thrives, as evidenced by several pregnancies increasing their numbers. When the ruling alpha, Saul, is overthrown by a coalition of other males, the subsequent internal disputes among the triumphant conspirators have a detrimental effect on the troop's well-being. Meanwhile, Sapolsky advances in his career, nearing the milestone of becoming a professor, which introduces a metaphorical instability to his life and work. As a professor, he crosses paths with a woman named Lisa, and their connection deepens into love and marriage. Together, they reside and work in Kenya, bringing immense happiness to Sapolsky's personal and professional life. Unfortunately, a grave challenge arises when the baboons in his troop begin to fall ill. Sapolsky swiftly identifies the source as infected meat sold by locals at the market, reflecting their incompetence and apathy. This contamination leads to the baboons contracting bovine tuberculosis, a swift and deadly plague. Determined to save his beloved baboons, Sapolsky dedicates himself tirelessly to the cause. However, despite his efforts, the plague devastates the troop, forcing an end to his research as most of his subjects succumb to the disease. The book concludes with a lingering sense of anger and frustration as Sapolsky reflects on this preventable tragedy. He genuinely mourns for the baboons he had grown to cherish as unique individuals deserving of affection and respect. Yet, in the final pages, he finds solace in the revelation that the baboon population has managed to recover. Sapolsky experiences profound joy when he returns and witnesses the well-being of the baboons he holds dear, a testament to their resilience and the endurance of their species. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.